welcome back to my channel. Why don't we just do something completely different? Let's not talk about makeup, except very briefly, in that this is like the third video that I have filmed with this look on today, so you're probably getting tired of it. I apologize. Anyways, let's talk embarrassing stories. Because I just embarrassed myself big time, like 10 minutes ago. So I thought, why not share, because I can laugh or I can cry, and honestly, laughing is just far more productive at this point. So, said makeup look. I had taken pictures, transferred them off the camera onto my phone. I decided I was going to send one to my husband. I'm at home right now, Barry is at work. So I sent what I thought was the best selfie picture and said, a separate text underneath, I have a crush on my makeup. In fact, I'm turning myself on. I think we should get a sitter, we should go out for dinner, and then after the kids go to bed, when we get home, we should do dirty things to each other. Hit send. And then I realized I didn't send it to Barry. I sent it to Aspen's teacher. Whoops. She had sent like a class reminder out, and I had forwarded one of her texts to Barry, and then I just automatically thought that I was still in Barry's thing. So when I sent my message, no, I wasn't sending it to Barry, I sent it to a second grade teacher. Whoops. So I immediately texted her back and just said, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Oh my God, oh my God. And she was very gracious and responded, just said, seriously, no worries. I send texts to the wrong people all the time. Makeup looks fab. I could never look her in the eyes again, ever. Thank God parent-teacher interviews were last month. So there we have it. It could have been worse. It really could have. The picture that I sent was just my face. References were just to dirty things, nothing specific, so that's good. But whoops. Sorry, Aspen, you almost had to transfer schools. Anyways, the whole thing just got me thinking about embarrassing stories, and I live like in fear of embarrassment, but more so from the perspective of I'm afraid people are gonna think that I'm stupid, not so much that I'm gonna sext a teacher inappropriately and by accident. But I was really hoping that you guys could make me feel better about myself and share your embarrassing stories down below, because we all have them. We've all done silly things. We've all put our foot in our mouths, or whatever the case may be. I am just trying to rack my brain for some other ones right now, but can't think of anything off the top of my head. Let me mull it over and I'll be right back. I have to say, embarrassment is a weird feeling. I don't really know what it's rooted in. Is it just the fear of not conforming? What? I don't understand how embarrassment arises, and yet it is an emotion that I am very afraid of. But yet I embarrass myself rather frequently. For example, last year, took Aspen to skating, was wearing jeans, no big deal. They were maternity jeans. And they were getting old because they were from when I was pregnant with Aspen, but they were just really goddamn comfortable. Anyways, squatted down to help her put her skates on and ripped the ass right out of them. Right out of them. This is at the beginning of her skating lesson. So I had to sit in an arena full of people with my ass hanging out of the back of my jeans for an hour, and then make it back down into the change room, squat down again to help her get her skates off before I could go home and change. So always wear clean underwear. That's the take-home message there. What other embarrassing stories do I have? I know there's plenty. I remember getting caught in high school staring at a boy I had a crush on. I was in the classroom, he was walking by the hall, and there was a window in the door, and I must have just done a very obvious following of him with my head and eyes, and he came back with all of his friends, and stared in the window and waved at me. And he was one of like the cool kids and I was most definitely not, so I felt like I wanted to die. Like just wanted to die. And wasn't able to look at him ever again after that because I thought I might spontaneously combust when he saw me. I have also, in the grocery store, taken the hand of somebody who wasn't my husband. Should always check whose hand I'm holding, but just literally walked right up to somebody and just grabbed their hand and was like, oh, you're not my husband. I do apologize. Thankfully, he took it in stride, just kind of laughed it off, but kind of wanted to crawl into a hole. And then, of course, Barry's like, the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm so sorry. So sorry. You shouldn't look so generic. As like a preteen, I remember just being perpetually embarrassed by my parents. Like, just did not want to be associated with them in any way. I remember going to the movies with them, and I sat like 3 seats away from them. I don't know why. I mean, honestly, at this point now, I would be more embarrassed to be at a movie by myself than with my parents, but at that time, I would much rather be a loner than be at the movies with my parents. I think I was like 12 or 13 at the time, so I can just can't wait to see what happens when my daughter is 12 or 13, because already she's kind of like a little embarrassed by me. And then of course my dad, like anytime he came to like a horse show or whatever I happened to be in at that time, he would do the Arsenio Hall woof 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 thing. That's also embarrassing as well. That like, we gotta work on that. Anyways, he would do that at full blast simply because he knew it embarrassed me. Embarrassed me? Wow. So I can hardly wait now to actively embarrass my kids. And I think Barry's gonna be particularly good at it. He's already fantastic at dad jokes. Aspen finds them amusing right now, but let's give it 4 years or so, and I'm sure she will just dig a hole to crawl into. So anyways, guys, that is it. That is the video. Short, sweet, that's what you're gonna get throughout Karamas. Sometimes there's gonna be random videos like this where we just talk about embarrassing shit. I hope you're okay with that. Anyways, the take-home message today, I guess there's 2. One is, when given the option between crying and laughing, go for laughing. You're gonna be embarrassed anyway. You may as well find the humor in it. And 2, always double check who you're texting. That's the lesson I learned. Whoops. Anyways, like I said, I would love to hear from you down below. Feel free to share some of your embarrassing stories. Please, misery loves company. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, just be a decent human being. Bye for now.